Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think Moses Kuria will distract us again by a news that he's going to join UDA. The fact that Moses Kuria is joining Kenya Kwanza, to me, does not make the news. But we will focus on what exactly that means. Moses Kuria made a post in his Facebook page, and I want us to go straight so that we can look at that post today. Moses Kuria posted this and said, "This is to inform Kenyans that Chama cha Kazi and 21 other political parties are in talks with Kenya Kwanza Alliance that will lead to a very broad-based grand coalition that will deliver the nation to peace and prosperity. Details to follow." This is coming at a time, just merely last week, Moses Kuria met with the One Kenya Alliance team, and of course they said that they were in talks. But just prior to that, while he was receiving treatment in Dubai, he met with the UDA team, Oscar Sudi and William Ruto. Then we'll see that he actually invited William Ruto to attend the Thanksgiving rally in Thika, which Ruto did not attend, despite the fact that Ruto was campaigning in central Kenya. But then, before he even came, he also met Raila and Uhuru team in Dubai. And it is believed they tried to convince him, but he did not give a position. So after that, he has been a man on his own mission. Today, he's saying this about Raila. The next day, he's saying something about UDA. And of course, he's one of the politicians that do not have a stand. And some people have actually mentioned that I think in the political space, he remains the most undecided, or rather, for lack of a better word, the most confused.
Ati ukikuja huko Thika katika hiyo mkutano, ati mimi nitangaze, sijui kama niko Azimio ama niko Kenya Kwanza. Mnataka nitangaze? Mnataka nitangaze? Mnataka nitangaze? Mnataka nitangaze? Mimi nimetangaza niko upande wa Mungu. Nderaigire kama mwana wake na kale Azimio arahonirie na kale Kenya Kwanza arahonirie na kale Azimio aradutire orere na kale Kenya Kwanza irahonokirie guthĩnjwo magũrũ maita kenda. Lakini tunajua pengine sijui pahali niko, lakini mimi najua pahali sipo. So I may not know where I am, but at least I'm sure of one thing, where I am not. So kwa huu uhai, unajua nikiwa hii uhai mimi ndio najiamulia. Hakuna siku mimi utanipata kwa Azimio. So because hiyo iko in my control. Nikikufa sasa ni uamuzi wenu kama mtanipeleka Azimio, lakini hata nikikufa msinipeleke Azimio.
This revelation to me have exposed some 4 aspects in the UDA politics. One, and I want us to look at this critically, that Moses Kuria was planted in One Kenya Alliance to spy on Kalonzo. Just merely last week, that was 27th of February, he met Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, and Cyrus Jirongo in a meeting that was kept by Gideon Moi, and I believe it was at Kalonzo's residence, and he came out to say that they were willing to sign a coalition with Oka, but on grounds that they don't join Azimio la Umoja. And I think I analyzed and I asked a question here, guys, that if he didn't want Kalonzo to work with Azimio, or Oka to work with Azimio, was he taking Oka to UDA, or he wanted Oka to go alone, knowing very well that alone they do not stand a chance to win? And it was very laughable if really Kalonzo Musyoka would be stopped from joining Azimio by just Moses Kuria. So that is the reason why he went there. Reason number one. And I think that mission failed. Because we actually told that before William Ruto flew, they met with Moses Kuria, and they have been having talks according to what Moses Kuria is revealing. Now, what I don't understand is, did Ruto want Kalonzo to join, or did Ruto want Martha Karua to join for the running mate? That brings me to number two. Martha Karua likely to join UDA. In that post, he has mentioned with other 21 parties. And there are many other parties that are now remaining out in the shell. One of the parties is NAK Kenya pulled a string last minute on Tuesday when they were supposed to sign the coalition deal at Oka. That was supposed to be on Wednesday. They had a pause on it. Another person that is also out there and no one knows where he is Tujibebe party leader, William Kabogo. The William Kabogo also forms the part of the 21 member to join it. The other person is Muturi, who is also seeking presidency. He has a party. He has mentioned he's not interested in alliance, but I tend to think that he's also part of what William Ruto is talking about, of what Moses Kuria is talking about. Now, the reason why I'm dragging Martha Karua and Martha Karua and Tujibebe and also Mwangi Kiunjuri is because Moses Kuria in also have been in close links with those leaders under an umbrella called Mount Kenya Unity Forum. And I feel that technically that Mount Kenya Unity Forum led by Mwangi Kiunjuri, Moses Kuria, Martha Karua might be making their way to UDA. And it is just a matter of time, because the question is, where is Mwangi Kiunjuri? The third revelation from this is that Rigathi Gachagua stepped down from the race to Runningmate because of Moses Kuria's entry. Moses Kuria's entry have complicated the UDA matrix because Moses Kuria and Rigathi Gachagua don't see eye to eye. The reason why Moses Kuria exited, had to leave UDA, was because of a confrontation with Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua was insisting that for any Central Kenya leader that wanted to join UDA had to fold his or her party. And it is on that ground that Moses Kuria could not agree, and then he walked away. So that is also one of the reasons. So to why we are going to look at it. The other revelation here is Kuria is one of untrusted politicians. Because I dare ask, if Chama cha Kazi is in talks with Kenya Kwanza with other 21 parties, why is it that those other 21 parties have not had a hint, but is the person who is coming out to drop a hint on that new coalition that they are working on? That only tells you that he's out to cloud chase, look for attention, and move on. Since he came in the country, whatever he's been doing is moving from one county to the other in Central Kenya. In what he says as training aspirants to win elections. And I don't know how many elections have Moses Kuria won. It's just an MP seat, which he also won by Euphoria. He did not win in a place where he was facing opposition. He won by Jubilee, and Jubilee was the dominant party in that Gatundu South constituency. So I don't see what he actually brings on table with those trainings. Now, let me look at the second bit. Why do you think William Ruto is going for Moses Kuria and this other team? Let's look at that. But before you do that, kindly, if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, I want to humbly request you, subscribe and also click the notification bell. Remember, you can engage us in the comment section and you can give us your opinion on our topic of discussion today. William Ruto's rating in Central Kenya is going down day by day. Remember, he was depending on Rigathi Gachagua, Kimani Ichung'wah, and the other team to deliver the Central Kenya vote. But the latest inroads by Jubilee party leader Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga also efforts to climb the mountain are actually bearing fruits, and he seems that his numbers are going down there, then that is leaving him with no option but to leave no stone unturned. And that is why I think he's going for Moses Kuria. Number two, why he's going for Chama cha Kazi is what I have always mentioned here, that the UDA team is not the best negotiation vehicle for the central Kenya. And the team that has been around William Ruto have actually, they have dominated UDA as their party, but that is not the best vehicle to lobby for the central Kenya stake. So Chama cha Kazi and the other parties that are coming there, the ones from central Kenya, for them to get the best avenue and the vehicle to negotiate and get a stake for central Kenya. And that is technically coming there because through the Chama cha Kazi, they can be promised at least a speaker, at least cabinet slots, and more. So that is going to be the vehicle for them to negotiate. And also technically, William Ruto does not want a fallout after the nominations. And I'm telling you, the nominations ahead is both a headache for Kenya Kwanza and Azimio. So when you absorb Moses Kuria, the many leaders that are feeling uncomfortable that cannot run through UDA will run through Chama cha Kazi. But that also runs a risk of people going through the ticket in one party, where in somewhere there is a UDA candidate and a Chama cha Kazi candidate. So that is also technically there. Now, lastly, I think Kenya Kwanza is getting afraid of Azimio. And I was discussing with a friend, if you look at Azimio la Umoja, it's more of an inclusive, grand coalition that is including all these small parties with a regional representation. The Coast has PA, the Kisi is represented, West Pokot has the governor coming in, ODM, Wiper might also bring the Ukambani, and that then made the Kenya Kwanza to look like just a UDA, ANC, and Ford Kenya Fair. So if you look at 3 against all the 10 parties in Azimio, then you see the weight. And if you look at it, Azimio is proving to dominate the political scene. And that is why William Ruto then is also moving in that direction so that they form 2 strong political coalitions. Now, this is what is going to happen. One, it is opening the way here for a 2-horse race. If 21 parties join UDA Kenya Kwanza, then parties join Azimio, Oka will be a deficit of any other party. And of course, they will have to make a decision either to join Azimio or to join UDA. The race is going to be open. Another thing that I'm seeing here, another result that I'm seeing here, Moses Kuria might come here to break the UDA. Just like the same way he came, and he's very controversial, he looks undecided, and has a very strong stand, and is a hardliner. Because of these hardliners that are in Kenya Kwanza, these are not really the best that William Ruto needs around him. He needs people who are flexible and people who can now be convinced otherwise. And I feel for William Ruto, it is a good signing, but again, it is a recipe for chaos within the UDA. Guys, that's my analysis. What do you think of Moses Kuria's move to join Kenya Kwanza?